Welcome to Toffee TV. It's the instant match reaction. Everton have just beaten West Ham United 2-0 at the London Stadium in, I would say, probably the most satisfying victory of the season. Certainly probably the best victory of the season. From the minute go to the 90 minute plus 2, we were brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Obviously same team as the game against Chelsea, apart from Zuma, and I think that's the main thing for me. I think that now that we have a settled team and the manager seems happy with it, obviously Bernard on the left, Richarlison on the right, Dominic Calvert-Lewin up front, we look a lot more balanced, going forward and coming back. You know, the midfield three of Gylfi Sigurdsson, Andre Gomez, and Garner are you know, all playing well. Seamus Coleman he's now looked back to his best, or near to probably his best. So everyone is playing well, and there's just feels like there's starting to find some little connections, some little partnerships all over the pitch. You know, whether it be Dean and Bernard, Richarlison and Coleman is working really well. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, you know, making really intelligent runs. Gomez looks like he's back to his best. Garner has been absolutely immense, I think, since the end of January, when the move to Paris Saint-Germain didn't turn out. I just thought, you know, all over the pitch we were dominant today, and we carried on from, you know, 2 weeks ago against Chelsea, where of course it was a little bit more of a gritty display and a little bit more of a determined display in terms of, you know, we didn't have the ball all the time. But today we played on the counter-attack, and when we didn't have the ball, we were absolutely superb. We didn't give West Ham a minute. West Ham were lucky to get 0 today. They were absolutely shite. But we made them look shite. I mean, they'll go on about it on the telly and on Match of the Day about, you know, them not doing this and out of it sulking. And you know what, right? Whatever they did today, they set up and they went for it from the start, and they were at home, and that's what they're supposed to do. They've won 3 on the bounce at home. But we didn't give them a minute, and it was lovely that we scored. You know, we took the lead from a set piece after, what was it, 3-4 minutes. Great header by Zuma, heading it down, and the bounce took it over. And you know what? Between the first goal and the second goal, we could have scored 4 goals easily. You know, if Everton had won that game 7-0, no one would be surprised by it. Nobody. Because we ended up the game with, you know, possession was pretty much 50% each. You know, but the shots, I think they had 1 shot on target in the entire game, and I don't remember it being a shot that troubled the keeper. Well, it didn't, because I know it didn't. I think we ended up having probably double figures for shots on target, and maybe into the 20s for shots off target, you know, all the shots. So we were immense today, and as I say, every single player deserves credit, because they were all brilliant. They all stuck to the game plan. You know, we go 2-0 up. Second goal's fantastic. Lovely work between Richarlison and Coleman. It's a great ball in the box, and there's Bernard to tap it in. And we pulled them all over the place. But we kept going. Coming out at half-time, listen, where all of us, every single Evertonian, is thinking about the Newcastle game. Of course we are. You know, it was our last away game. And I'm thinking to myself, well, our last away game, we threw away a 2-0 lead. And their last home game, they were getting beat 3-1 by Huddersfield and won the game. So I wasn't completely confident. Because you need games like this to get you that confidence. And that's the same for the players as well. And I just think at the moment, I think what's really good is, and you know what, the manager's backed the team, and I think we're starting to see a few little green shoots now. And fair play, you know, manager, I've criticised him myself. I think he got it absolutely spot on, and I think the work that he's doing on the training ground, you're seeing today, and the substitutions were spot on, because West Ham come out and they put an extra man in midfield, and they started getting hold of the ball a little bit more. And we started losing a couple of 50-50s, and they just started getting a little momentum. I was just a little bit worried. But what we did really well today was when we got the ball in the wide areas, we did, or just high up the pitch, we didn't panic. We kept on trying to keep playing the football and keep the ball, and we didn't give it away needlessly. We didn't lose. We didn't, you know, lose the ball stupidly. We just kept on doing what we were doing. There was a confidence in the team, and that's when there's a confidence in the team and what they're doing, and they enjoying what they're doing, then that's how it's going to get better and better and better. The midfield, as I said, were brilliant, and we always had a threat with Bernard. Bernard was absolutely brilliant on the left, but so was Richarlison on the right. They couldn't live with him, really, and Coleman going past them. This is the first time I've seen Coleman willing to bomb past the person in front of him since I think Ross Barkley was playing there. You know, it's never felt with Walcott. It's never felt like it quite worked. And obviously Ross was the player who was playing in front of him before he broke his leg. So that was probably the last person. And it works, and we'll find a little partnership, some balance. And Dom up front, all right, he hasn't scored today, and he's, you know, he should have. There's times when he should have been a lot more composed. The ball that Michael Keane slid in front of him, it's a fantastic run. What a ball by Keane, by the way. And really there, what he should be looking to do is cut in front of the defender. So then he's in the box. What's the defender going to do? If he feels any touch on his back, it's a penalty. And that's where probably he's got experience and maturity. But we're seeing him starting to hold up the ball better, being an outlet. Centre-backs are terrified of him because he's got pace and he's strong. The finishing or the composure will come, I think. But he gets in behind, defences a lot better than anyone else we've got at the club. So I think it's all working. We're starting to stretch teams now, and Dom's starting to realise that he's got to stretch teams. So it's all working. It's a fantastic victory. Slightly disappointed we never got a third, just to make it a little bit more comfortable. We had chances in the second half. Richarlison smashes the crossbar with a header, which really he should have done a little bit better. I know. Listen, if you watch it from behind it, he's got a clean header on it, and really, if he heads it down, it's a goal because the pace on it's incredible. But listen, we worked it to the end. We got the 3 points. We've gone above West Ham, and now with this run in and a bit of confidence, 7 places now. The question, Wolves have been beaten today. Watford have been beaten. Will they be distracted by the fact that in the FA Cup semi-finals, there's a chance now? Arsenal now next week. I'm looking forward to that now. I really am. So delighted with the result. Absolutely fantastic. Most comfortable I've seen us all season, probably apart from Burnley. But obviously the quality in that game with Burnley were one of the poorer sides. But brilliant. Let's keep going. We've took 10 points from the last 5 games, which is fantastic. 4 clean sheets out of the 5 games. Scored 7 goals away from home in the 3 games since that break we had after the Watford game. So brilliant. Made up. Keep it going. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.